I hope that this camera is picking up my voice and you can hear me well. Before I started filming this, I have a very terrible feeling in my stomach. And I don't think it's from what I ate. There's this strange emotion of recognizing uncomfortable, you know? Most of my life, if not all my life, I tried to present this image that gave something to believe in, something that maybe inspired people, gave them hope or the feeling of it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter where you came from. There's still an idea that something better exists. Something that isn't what you're going through. It's not your circumstance. Right? I never had the intention to lie, to trick, to deceive, to fool, or manipulate. It's getting to the point where this quote that says, a man is either a god or a beast when he enjoys solitude. And recently, I feel like both, but more of a beast. Because as a god, as a creator, as an individual being that takes full responsibility of what occurs in his reality, I don't blame anyone. I've never really tried to blame anyone. And anytime I did, I still took the courage to think, yeah, but what can I do about it? What can I change? What is it that I'm doing that's causing this person or this situation or this circumstance? How can I take the power in my hands? When I heard from a dear brother of mine who was in the military and dealt with helping soldiers through PTSD, that truly were born into trauma. And the most traumatic experience we can have is birth. Bro. So our entire life is pain? Is our entire life struggle? Is our entire existence the continuous cycle of going through something to get somewhere else? Is it always going to be challenges and things we have to overcome? Is there never a point of true satisfaction? With that being said, that means that no individual on this planet is in complete, utter happiness. So what spirituality has sold us is that everything that is pleasurable and enjoyable is after death. But only if you follow the rules of that religion, that way of life. Now, another way to think about it is spirituality is a way of existing freely, knowing that death isn't the end, but understanding that what you do now can greatly affect what happens after. Science says everything vibrates. Everything is energy. Everything that we see in the physical form is made of something called matter. And if energy cannot be destroyed or deleted, it can only be transferred, then when you're born and you begin to exist and you breathe life in your lungs, as soon as you're born, you're already dying, technically. But what we're experiencing is a full rebirth, constantly. It's a continuous cycle of ignorance, knowledge, wisdom. Ignorance, knowledge, wisdom. Birth, life, death. Birth, life, death. And we choose to judge each other. Why is it that we choose to believe we know more than someone else? What happened to patience? What happened to remembering that if we all were born into toxic, traumatic world of parents who didn't know everything, families that thought they knew how to tell us to live, controlling schools, educational systems that are terrible, a planet that obviously doesn't want you to believe in yourself, a reality that's so confusing that none of us has figured it out. Why can't we be gentle with each other? What happened to understanding or overstanding or even just simply empathy? 2020 was a year for me that I realized all of the negative traits that I've been suppressing actually are now giving me a different kind of power and understanding of who I am, of what I'm capable of. The hero only appears when people are in trouble. They only adore him when he saves them. But the villain gives you a reason to remember. Don't be too comfortable. That can all be taken away. And humans, some of us still choose to be victims of our circumstances. We choose to blame what's happening and feel that it's happening to us and not just happening in general. And we blame others. And we push and project our problems and our traumas and our triggers and our reality on. Why are you even watching this vlog right now? You. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You're still here. You're listening to me. Are you? Are you following me? Do you even get what I'm saying? Or are you just wasting your time trying to figure out what I'm doing in my life? You're just watching me to see me fail. Because that's why people don't want to be famous. They don't want to be seen. People want to be heard and they want to show and shine their light. But then at the same time, we're still afraid to show anything because as soon as you show a little bit of a mistake and imperfection, everyone points you out to make you look like a fool. Forgetting that we all didn't walk when we were born. We all crawled. No one talked. Born talking still. I had to learn how to form sentences for you to understand. And yet and still we can't be kind to each other. I'm so confused. Being mean and aggressive and negative is what's ruling our planet. We rather look at negative news and information. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I think everything's wrong with me. I really don't feel well. New moon is coming soon. Let's see what happens. I don't know.